Hey, greetings! Welcome back to Sean's Irish Whiskey Shelf, coming to you from the heartland of America out here in the Midwest. Hey, now what I have for you this evening, I am super excited. I have been waiting for weeks to get my hands on a bottle of Midleton Very Rare. This is the 2022 vintage. A co-worker of mine and a subscriber of this channel picked me up a bottle, and we finally did the handoff late last weekend, and I have just been so excited to put this on the shelf. I'm gonna tell you, I couldn't wait for you all to get here. Normally I open up the bottle together with you, but man, I really wanted to try it. So after I tried it, I figured, let's see how it stacks up to a couple of other powerhouses from the Midleton distillery, and kind of in the same price range, right? Midleton Very Rare, the 2022, you should be able to find it now in the low to mid 200s. Kind of depends on how much your local liquor store marks it up, because it is going to get a little more difficult to find. Gold Spot, if you can find it at all, upper 100s, lower 200s. I know that there are places that will charge even more than that. And of course, Redbreast 21, that's going to be easily in the 300s. Kind of an unfair taste test here, because you've got a 21-year-old whiskey and a 9-year-old. Midleton, there's no age statement on there. But for this episode, I wanted to put some of the best together. And we know that Redbreast 21 is one of the tops of the Redbreast family. 15 is pretty close, not gonna lie. And I don't have a bottle of 27 yet, so maybe my opinion will change after we get a bottle of 27 on the shelf. But for right now, I wanted to take these three and see how they kind of taste amongst each other. You can probably already guess there's not going to be a bad drop of whiskey on this episode. You're not going to see me going, boy, I sure wish that was a little different, because I like all three of these. I drink all three of these anytime, any place. But let's put them head to head and see how they stack up. So first off, Redbreast 21. I don't need to tell you where they're from. Midleton. So get that out of the way. Redbreast 21. Nice, deep golden color, as are Midleton Very Rare and Gold Spot. These all have a very nice dark amber color. So, all right, here we go. Redbreast 21. Yeah, that is just as good as it ever was. One thing I should add also, something that's going to make this a little bit also unfair, is this is a single pot still, this is a single pot still, this is a blend. So just by that definition, this is going to have a little bit of a different taste, but so what? It's a fabulous whiskey. So, all right, so the Redbreast 21, outstanding drop of single pot still whiskey. I can't say enough about that. If you can get your hands on a bottle of Redbreast 21, you should. If you like single pot still, you really should get your hands on a bottle. Great bottle of whiskey. Let's go to the Gold Spot. We'll save Midleton Very Rare for the end. Gold Spot, also a single pot still. Again, the nice dark amber color. Let's see how we do with this. Yeah. Really good. I would say that the Gold Spot, to me, maybe is just a little bit, tiny bit sweeter than the Redbreast 21. I get that kind of, for my blue collar palate, I get a kind of a sweetness to it that I don't pick up with the Redbreast, but you can tell it's single pot still. It has that nice punch that I like in a single pot still. Still my favorite, I think. All right, Midleton Very Rare, 2022 vintage. A blend, not a single pot still, but let's give it a try. Yeah. All right, so right away, what you're going to notice if you stack these three together, the very first thing you're going to notice about the Midleton versus the Gold Spot in the Redbreast is that it's not single pot still, right? Because it's a blend, you're not going to get that single pot still punch. What you are going to get is a beautiful, just wonderful, smooth, blended whiskey. It has a little bit, to me, it has a little bit of a malt taste to it. Tiny bit. But I got to tell you something. I like single pot still. I like that kind of, spicy kind of punch that you get with it. You're not going to get it with Midleton Very Rare, so this is going to be a smoother whiskey than these two, but that's simply because of how it's made. These three bottles right here, these are tops. I mean, coming out of the Midleton distillery, if I had to pick three bottles to take with me somewhere, knowing that I could never, ever get anything from Midleton again, I'd probably take these three. And then I'd cry every time I took a sip, because that's one less sip that I have for later on. But really, I just can't say enough. The Midleton Very Rare, I'm glad it's on the shelf now. It has a unique spot in that it's a fabulously smooth blend of whiskey. It will get opened up very seldom, because when it's gone, kind of like the Gold Spot. You can't get these anymore. Now, I will tell you, if you are so inclined, you can go to the Irish whiskey auction site, and you can find old bottles of Midleton. The older they get, the more expensive they are. I'll tell you that right now. But they're out there. And someday when I hit the lottery, man, we'll have all kinds of Midleton Very Rares up there. Started in 1984. That's when they made their first bottle of Midleton Very Rare. So I've got a lot of bottles to collect, I think. If my wife will let me. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So, that's all I have for you this evening. I have 3 glasses of whiskey here that I haven't finished. So I think while I render this video, I know what I'm going to be enjoying. Some 21, some Gold Spot, and some Midleton Very Rare. I hope you can find some of this whiskey. If you are an Irish whiskey fan, an Irish whiskey fanatic even, step past fan, man, I hope you can find these. And I hope you can add them to your shelf, because you just will not go wrong. All right? Unless you have a palate that likes the super dark, smoky Irish whiskey, then these aren't for you. There is no smoke in these. But for everyone else, come and get it. All right, so that's all I have for you this evening. I hope you enjoy your Irish whiskey, and I hope you find any reason to have a sip of Irish whiskey, because any reason to pour yourself some Irish whiskey is a good reason. But remember, please do so responsibly. So you're here next week. I'm hoping maybe might have another bottle or two new. We'll see how things work out. If not, we'll come up with another little taste test. But I hope you're all here. Make sure you don't miss my next video. Click on the subscribe button down at the bottom if you haven't done so yet. And if you like this video, take a second or two, click the thumbs up. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the YouTube algorithms too. Remember, you can find me on Facebook, Sean's Irish Whiskey Shelf. Love to hear your comments. Hey, if you've tried this whiskey, let me know. Tell me if you've been able to find a bottle of any of these three and have tried it. You can leave a comment on the YouTube channel or leave a comment on Facebook. I answer every comment, and I love to hear from you, my viewers. And yeah, I really, I just can't say enough. I know, I'm gushing about it. Good whiskey. So until we meet again, I want you all to be safe and be well, and we'll see you on the next video. Sláinte. Bye now.